Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Always in Stitches Flosstube number. He has no clue. I'm Nancy, and this is Peter, and we're here to let you know what we've been doing and what we've got going. New products, new everything. So, what's up, Peter?
Nothing much.
Hey, did you hear about the sale?
What sale?
We are having the clearance sale.
Why?
Why? Because we had no more room in our clearance room. That's why.
Yeah, there's a lot of people shopping and getting good deals and cross stitch. I saw a cross stitch getting quilt fabric. I saw a knitter getting quilt fabric.
Really?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
I don't know.
When there's yarn and cross stitch patterns and everything else back there.
I think she came to rescue all the Tula Pink that was in clearance.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. I'd be surprised if there's any Tula Pink left. So I was out there helping for a little bit, and I folded a lot of Tula Pink. So, but that's okay. That's what it's all about. It's 30% off, an additional 30% off the 40%. So we have tons of cross-stitch patterns. So maybe that one that you've been waiting on is in clearance, and you get another 30% off. So
Yeah,
come on
lots
out.
of cross stitch patterns though.
Oh gosh.
We have 7 tubs of cross stitch patterns.
7?
Yeah, don't we have 7 tubs?
Probably, because I just went through and clearanced a bunch of stuff last week.
Yeah. Yeah, 7 tubs
Yeah,
of cross stitch clearance. Good stuff.
You gotta come see it.
Good patterns.
Come take them home. Rescue them, please.
Yeah, I saw some really popular ones too. All the ones that people like to collect.
Yeah, those are the hard ones to clearance. But I have to. If you don't buy them regular price, I have to put them in clearance. Because we have to make room for new stuff, which is in that bucket over there. But another thing we've got going on out there is the Atomic Ranch Fabrics Trunk Show. And I brought in some of the yummy colors that we have.
Ooh.
Now, if you see the prices on these, don't panic, because these are mostly for the half-yard cuts, and if you come in, we can do a fat quarter, but that's all the smaller we can cut, because that's all the smaller they'll take back. So this one is a 32 count. It is so pretty.
Oh yeah.
It's
It's doing it justice too. That's what it looks
yes,
like.
it's called Nutmeg, and it's a brown. It is so pretty. Why don't you hold them up, Peter? Because my arms aren't that long.
You're doing a good job.
The next
I don't
one.
want to take away from your glory.
No, hush.
No, wait.
What?
Nutmeg.
Nutmeg.
What would you stitch on that?
Oh my goodness. Anything fallish with the oranges and the golds and the reds.
Like the light oranges?
Any of them. I mean, you might lose a dark orange, but oh wow.
I could picture some of those fall. Yeah, now that you say it.
Yeah.
Now that you say that orange, those little fall ones have really nice oranges. That would look good on that.
Yeah, it's kind of brownish, blackish. What other color did I see?
Sable?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really rich brown.
Sable, yeah.
And there's some green in there. That's hard to see.
Little olive, just a little.
Yeah. But this
Some
is
ink.
really pretty.
Yeah, hold it up.
See, I knew I'd get you to hold it.
Look at that, you guys. This is what, okay, when you call Deborah to order this, this is what you'll get if you cut this in half. This is a fat, what is this, a fat quarter?
That would be a fat quarter what you're showing.
Yeah, because the whole thing is half a yard, but that's a fat quarter. So call Deborah because you're going to want this. I mean, look at those colors, that marbling, those
Deborah's
lights,
waiting on your
those
call right
darks.
now.
Call right now. What's our phone number?
317-776-4227 and ask for Deborah. Virginia's standing by to take your call to send it to Deborah.
I mean, I just can't get
And
over
the phones are ringing.
The phones are already ringing. They're calling to order the This fabric's not even going to make it back onto the table.
That's okay. Okay, and the next one I have, this is a 40 count. And Deborah's giving me dirty looks.
Deborah's, what is it? She called? She's mean mugging us.
She's mean mugging us. Although I have a granddaughter that can mean mug anybody better than the worst mean mug you've seen.
Is it one of Julie's?
Nope.
Oh.
I love you, Ellie. Okay, the next one I said.
Does she get it from her mama?
She very well could. But it could also be from her 5 other brothers and sisters, too.
Oh, okay.
This one is 40 count. It's called Sequoia.
Oh, that's pretty. I should have read the name.
My goodness, look at this.
Here, hold it up. I should have read the name. This is what you get when you get a fat quarter.
It is green, and it's not really a true white. It's oh, what would you call that? It's a.
Well, it's like a creamy green.
Yeah.
Real light creamy green. So this is stunning. This has got such
so
a.
pretty.
This is the type of linen I like to stitch on because it's not overly soft, but it's also not overly stiff.
And I'm surprised we still have it.
It's easy to get the needle in the cloth. Some of those hand dyes are impossible to stitch on.
Why didn't Dawn get this one?
Dawn, I showed the menu to Dawn, and we both picked the same one for her. I don't remember what the name of it is now. But yeah.
Dawn, this is your green. Please get it. Stitch something on it. It's beautiful.
So what would you stitch on this?
Ooh.
Okay, what do you do? This lady signed up for a class.
Something
She's got to work. Will they give her a credit?
with the
or does
brighter
she get the money
colors.
refunded?
Nothing too pastelish. It'd have to be some bold colors to go along with the bold depth of that color. What would you stitch? A single color would be pretty.
You do not get your money back. Even if
Yeah, like one of those winter scenes.
Yeah.
So what class is
Yeah.
it?
I thought of Sequoia, and then I thought of the pattern Happy Camper. But I don't think I think it's too dark to go on this.
Yeah.
But it's just because of the title, you know, the sequoias, the trees.
A light, like some of the I don't know that they call them Christmas trees, but it would be the spruce trees, to use a medium to lighter green.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty. Or combine a green and then one white thread in there to give it a little lighter color to it.
Yeah, I like
Wouldn't
that.
that be pretty?
She'll be at the meeting.
Oh, and if you've kind of checked out when I said 40 count, the next one's 16.
Did you say the next one's 60 count?
16. He did ask me if I wanted any 56 count, and I said no, thank you.
Not even one piece?
Nope, not even one. This one is good for your Halloween stitching.
Oh, this is beautiful.
It's got a lot of grays
Let
with
me
your
hold that one up.
green.
Let me hold it up.
Got it?
Is this the fat quarter?
Yes, that is a fat
Oh
quarter.
my gosh, look at
Look
that.
at all this green right here.
I see peaches.
You say peaches, I see Halloween.
No, I meant like this peachy kind of like faded mauve on
I call that
orange.
I'm gonna have you
Mauve.
answer those
gray.
weird
Mauve.
questions.
Gray.
I don't think Janet.
Gray moth?
But I see a lot of Halloween stitching done on this.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Oh, you know what? Tiny Modernist has a new 3-part series that is called The Haunted Cuckoo Clock.
Ooh.
And they did it on it's kind of a creamy yellowish color that's got spider webs on it. It's a printed, but that'd be really pretty in that.
I gotta write that one down.
Yeah.
Haunted Cuckoo Clock. That just
And
sounds
then-
like fun.
After that, they're doing a Christmas cuckoo clock.
Oh, a Jolly Cuckoo Clock.
So the next 2 fabrics could go with that one. This one is 14 count, and it's called Into the Woods. And it's kind of a tealy green. And I don't know, can you see that? Almost looks like a flower. Can you see that? Does that show through? Or do we need to turn it around?
It looks like butterflies.
Butterflies.
Butterfly wings.
No, that's a flower.
No, but on the other side it's not.
Well, then turn it around. That's why I asked you what it looked like.
That's why I said it
Now
was
I've
like
lost it.
butterfly.
It's right
over
here. This looks like a flower. And that's just how when they scrunch the fabric up in the dye, they
Yeah.
don't do that intentionally. It's just how it comes out.
Is there, you know what? Speaking of dyeing, are you teaching anybody how to dye?
Yes.
Are we doing a hand dye class?
Jessica and I are doing a class the beginning of September. It's on a Saturday. And we will provide the prepared for dyeing fabric, but you could also bring Aida cloth, or some of your linens may not be real great. You have to make sure that it's all cotton and no other fibers in it. We also have 100% cotton yarn that you can purchase to dye. So we'll just kind of give you the basics and give you the opportunity to dye some fabric and some fun stuff. So it's fun because you never know how it's going to turn out. So
I mean, what better, satisfaction than being able to say when somebody says, "Oh, I love your cross stitch." "Oh yeah, I dyed the fabric."
yeah.
Or
Oh,
"I
yeah.
love your knitting." "Oh, I dyed the fabric." I mean,
Yeah.
why not take an opportunity to just take your craft one step further and learn a new skill, or have something fun, or a conversational piece, or just to do something different, or be around a group of new people that you normally wouldn't
Right.
hang out with.
Yeah. And we're using a fiber reactive dye, which is a really big word. But to make it simple and easy at home, you can also use RIT dye
Yes.
and come up with the same result depending on the colors of the color combinations that you mix together. So, speaking of Christmas, we were, right?
We were.
Yeah, we were. This is a 14 count. It's called Joy Lynn.
Is that why I'm seeing red?
I think that's why you're seeing red. And it's got a very subtle variegation to it. I don't know if you can see very much on that side. There's just a little bit on this side.
I'm hacking up a fur ball.
But
Not good.
something with just white thread would really pop. We've got a couple patterns of, I think they're called Pennsylvania Dutch.
Yes.
And they're the little pillows.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that would be very pretty.
Yeah, that deer pattern.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The red work, but it's
Yes.
red cloth, white stitching.
Right.
Oh, I love it.
So that would be really pretty on this.
I love that
I
pattern.
may have to buy this.
I love that. Well, it's red. I mean, it's Christmas.
Of course.
I mean, you're all about the Christmas.
Well, yeah, and if you notice, I did the green, the red, and then here's kind of a goldish color. It doesn't have a name. It's kind of like the
It
boards
says-
on Star Trek.
Okay,
so
it's called limited edition, and this is dyed just for our event. It's color. Well, they referenced it as to 112596. So if you want the 11, the 25, and the 9 and the 6, call Deborah. Limited edition, 112596.
So did you catch my Star Trek?
No.
It's like the Borgs on Star Trek.
Is it?
They don't go by a name. They
Yeah.
go by a number.
Can we go by numbers?
Oh, what number do you want to go by?
I don't know. I have to think about that.
Okay. Again, this one is a very subtle
That's nice.
variegation to it. It's mostly kind of a light goldish yellow with a little bit of a brown, a light brown in there. Can you see it on there?
Yeah. It's on the bottom right here.
Yeah.
This has such a nice feel. Like
Can you
this
see red and green on this?
Always.
red and green, red and green. Can I see red and green? So it reminds me, if you did red and green, it reminds me of looking through a window
Did you say?
from the street with like a warm lamp
Mm-hmm.
in the window
Yes.
on a snowy Christmas.
Swamp.
Is
There
that
you
where you
go.
were going?
Can I
I
have
read
a
your
picture
mind,
of your
didn't I?
phone?
I got inside there and extracted your thoughts.
Don't go too far. You may not come back out because it's dangerous in there. So that is just a sampling of what we brought in for Atomic Ranch. We might have this for another week yet. So if you want any of these colors, let us know. We'd be really excited to send it to you. So last Friday, Peter, guess what we did?
Okay, what was last Friday?
We celebrated World Cross Stitch Day.
Oh, that's right, we did.
Yes.
How many giveaway door prizes did you give away? Do you know?
22.
22. There were 22 winners.
And we had 22 people there too.
I,
So everybody went home a winner.
There was a lady I took a picture of with her prize, but I don't think you can see it in the picture. And she had this really nice, like, red-orange shirt on. Do you remember the red-orange shirt? So,
I'd have to
anyway,
go back and look.
I was taking pictures today for the clearance event that we're having, and she was in the clearance room, and she ended up in the picture again.
She had the same shirt on?
No, different
oh, good.
shirt. No,
good.
different shirt.
Good.
But same person.
Oh, well, good. Well, we had a great time just, hanging out, stitching, talking. Peter came in and interrupted us several times, and our girls went out and interrupted him several times, so it was all even. I did take some time at the end to talk to them about what we do right, what we do wrong, what they'd like to see. And one thing, they loved the Atomic Ranch trunk show, and they would like to see more of these. And I said, okay, well, what do you want to see in the trunk shows? And they said fabric, floss, patterns. So kind of be on the lookout for those, because I think I can make that happen. Maybe. I hope.
I mean, how nice is it, though, to be able to do a trunk show? And if it's successful and people like it, then, it's nice to be able to come to, a stitch-in knowing that there's going to be some fabric to select for your new projects.
Yeah. And not fabric that we carry all the time.
Yeah, and
we
these are
do
colors
carry some Atomic Ranch.
These are colors I haven't seen on the gram. So you guys, I think, did a fabulous job getting colors, one that are classics, like for the samplers, because they were just and they were very subtle. These very subtle, intricate dye jobs on these fabrics that most people are waiting 6 months to get because they're on back order, when you can just come in and get it by a big, and you're sometimes limited on what size of a piece you can get. So it's nice that you can come in and get these bigger pieces.
Right. And I did tell Dr. Mike to go with a lot of neutrals, but then I said have fun with it. So I kind of gave him free rein to send us what he thought was fun, and then the neutrals. So, yeah, these are nice. So be on the lookout for some additional trunk shows coming up. Got to get this one wrapped up before I get another one going. So, guess what, Peter?
What?
What's coming up in October?
I don't know, but tell me, pumpkin spice, and I had some the other day, and it was not that good.
Oh, I bought my first two pumpkin spice things. I'm too excited about it. I got my pumpkin spice creamer, and I also got the pumpkin spice Special K cereal. That is yummy. The pumpkin spice Cheerios, don't waste your time.
What did you say? Pumpkin pie spice Special K?
Pumpkin. Now I gotta think about it. Pumpkin spice Special K cereal.
Pumpkin spice Special K cereal? They make such a thing?
Oh yeah. And what it is, I think the flakes are coated with a little bit of pumpkin spice, but then they have these little nuggets, like granola nuggets, really coated in the pumpkin spice.
I'm a huge fan of granola nuggets.
Oh, this is yummy.
All the cereals that have granola nuggets.
I can't wait to open up that box. So.
Okay, what's in October? Let me just look at your notes.
No, don't look at my notes.
Oh. I don't know.
You get to knock on the door and say, trick or treat, smell my feet, give me something good to eat.
Oh,
it's Halloween.
I gotta say, I'm not into tricking, I'm just into treating.
Yeah, you're into tricking too. But I was so excited. We got the auto ship from Primrose for this month. And,
oh, we did?
Yeah.
What did we get?
Oh, well, it's not what I'm going to tell you about. They were cute, and I liked them. But October, I am so excited for.
Why? Do you know?
Oh, I know.
Oh, you know?
I know.
Because you got the email.
I got the email. Their patterns coming out in October are so adorable. We get 6 of them, and I think about half of them are sold before they hit the floor. So, what are you doing? No peeking.
Shopping.
I'm
shopping during the Flosstube.
Oh my goodness. Save me. So I want to show you a couple of samples that we just got in. And sometimes Lenine and I don't communicate real well. So I have Donna make samples for us. And Lenine also does cross-stitch samples. Well, this is Lenine's sample, and I don't know if she showed it to you guys, But this is Stitching in the Round by JBW. And if, Peter, you might want to take it to get it closer to see the color of the floss. She used DMC floss on hers.
Who?
Lenine did.
Okay.
So Lenine's totally finished this. And then when I saw what she brought in, I went, oh no, I just gave that pattern to Donna to make a sample of. So I emailed Donna real quick. I said, if you haven't started, don't.
And she's like, I'm finished.
She comes in and says, well, it's done. Well, she used the over-dyed floss. And that's hers. So do we have enough room to do a side-by-side?
Side by side.
Go in front. There you go. Can you see the color difference in those? This is the DMC and this is the over-dyed.
My eyes are playing tricks on me. What's
Are they?
happening here?
So this one, I believe, shows more variegation in it. Let me see Lenine's. Yeah, Lenine just did a solid, she did 2 or 3 colors in there. So a lot of times you can't see.
Yeah, the medium. Okay, we'll call that light, medium pink, and a real light pink. There's a real light pink
Yeah.
in there.
So a lot of times they'll give you a DMC alternative and you really don't know what it looks like because they're using the overdyes in their pictures. So here we're going to put both of them up. We're going to finish Donna's and put both of them up as just an example of what the difference in using the 2 flosses are. Either one of them are beautiful. I mean, I would do either one. So if you like more of a, now what would you call that color?
It's like a faded, like a real faded red.
Yeah. Or if you want the pink.
I would call it madder. Looks like faded madder or something. You know, yeah, that's what it reminds me of. So it reminds me of when they used to hand dye wool, and they would weave them for, like weave intricate blankets, coverlets is what I'm trying to say, coverlets in the 1800s. And this is that color sometimes. I think I even have a piece of a coverlet that has this
Yeah.
color in it. That exact color.
Huh. So these will be
I'll have to
going
bring
up.
it in
You
and
have
show
to go back and take a look where we've got the JBW in the back and check out both these samples and just see the difference in how they turned out. Because I think on Lenine's trim that she used floss and made her own trim.
She did.
So it matches the color perfect.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to show you that. And
going back to that, those where it's this two colors, a light and a dark. Like I would do purple because I like purple, and I would want to hang it up in my craft room. And so whatever colors you like to decorate with,
yeah,
you could certainly use your colors, like
Yep.
whatever colors you like.
you sure could. And it changed the look of it completely.
It really would.
So it's
Purple scissors,
remember, it's your project.
purple
Do you.
stopwatches.
What?
See the stopwatch? It's a stopwatch.
No, I don't think
No,
that's
look,
a
it's got a
stopwatch.
little thingy on top to stop it.
I think that's a
there.
hoop.
Yeah, that's what Lenine said when we did it.
I agree with Lenny. So I think last time I did a floss tube,
Oh,
I showed you the follow your heart and
that's
explained the framing.
beautiful.
Well, here you go. It's all framed.
Look at that.
Doesn't that green make that cross stitch pop?
That's beautiful.
I appreciate the gal at Hobby Lobby who said, try the green. That was it. She tried to show me more and I said, nope, go back to the green.
Thanks, Hoblob.
Yeah. So not only do they do a good job framing, but they do a great job advising. They've got this really cool hanger on the back.
So pretty.
So, yeah, I like that. And then I have a finished Peter. A finished Peter.
You
We
have a
just have-
finish?
Yeah. You haven't seen this, have you?
I haven't.
Lori Holt has come out with some needle punch patterns for her chunky thread, which we've had this discussion. It's more like yarn, but she calls it thread, and that's okay. I've never punched with anything that heavy before. And I used a different finishing technique too. So this is the summer. Yes, Virginia, I know these are cherries and they're your colors, but
Those are
no.
your colors, Virginia. Do you want me to write your name on the back of this,
No.
Virginia?
You may
Do it
not.
now. Do it now.
So, starting with the gold, this is the punch. And this is Farm Girl, Lori Holt Farm Girl fabric. And I put it in, they call this a tray. It was from Hobby Lobby. It's kind of what I had in mind, not 100%. But
What did she,
I floated
what we not get?
the punch needle in here.
I'm not taking a break today.
It was interesting. It was kind of hard to get everything turned under, but it was kind of cool. So that's
Let me see that.
Laura. She's got
That's
summer and spring, fall and winter, I believe. Or no, we have fall and summer. I think winter and spring are coming.
And we just uploaded a tutorial on how to punch needle with the Lori Holt Chunky Thread on our YouTube.
Really, we
Yep.
did it?
Yep, Dawn did, yeah.
Ah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So there's a little video you can check out on our YouTube channel
Yeah.
on how to punch needle with Lori Holt's Chunky Thread. She goes through step by step and everything on how to load the needle and all that good stuff.
And it's a total different animal. Let me tell you. It.
You did a great job. I think it looks amazing.
Well, thank you. It,
Yeah.
There's a learning curve to it, like everything when you change a material in it. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun. So
I like the
it'll.
tray, and I like the batting that you put in there too to give it a little bit
Yes.
of softness and dimension.
I don't like things when they're flat.
No, I
It's
don't
gotta be
either.
soft.
Man, you really coordinated the fabric too. Good job.
I did.
Good job.
It was right on top. I kind of had it in mind before I even pulled it out. And when I
Yeah.
pulled it out, I went, oh yeah, good choice.
Did you end up getting a fat quarter bundle of her new Lori Holt fabric that we just got in the shop?
Silly question, Peter.
So was that a yes?
Yes.
Yes, she did.
53 fat quarters.
Yes. What's the line called? I can't remember.
Hometown holiday.
Hometown Holidays.
I also have the washi tape that goes with it.
Nice. I'm glad you got the washi tape that goes with it.
I am too. I think Dawn got it too.
Yeah, I think Dawn did too.
Yeah, she got that, and then the crochet one.
There are a couple stitchers in on World Cross Stitch Day that found it, and they're like just oohing and ahhing over it. It's so beautiful. She's got some really cool prints in that line too.
Oh yeah, and
There's a few prints I want to get just so I have it on hand.
it's small prints. It's good for finishing. We'll talk about another finishing technique when we go through our new patterns, but yeah, you could do a lot with this, and it's not overly Christmas.
No, it's not even. I don't think of it as Christmas. I think of it as like colors that you can definitely use all year long.
Yeah,
Even for
There's-
some of our older pattern books too.
There's maybe 4 or 5 prints that are definitely Christmas, but they're not in your face Christmas. So if you weren't looking at it, you'd miss that it was Christmas.
Yeah,
So, but don't really miss Christmas. That's very sad.
I think she's got some good prints too in terms of scale and everything.
You left me.
I went to go shopping. I had to go get me some Lori Holt.
You are not supposed to shop while you're on the clock.
Look what I went and got.
This is what 53 fat quarters looks like.
Imagine this sitting in your craft room. You could do Lori Holt for the whole year.
I was hard pressed to find a place for it.
So I just brought a couple prints. Obviously I don't have all 54 bolts, but these are the cross stitch words, which I absolutely love. And then I love the little prints. They're real fun. That looks like a tiny little pine cone or something. Don't know exactly what. But these blend so well, especially for the back of projects or
I don't see anything with houses.
this print.
That's not a house.
There's no houses in that? Yeah,
Look.
look, right there's the house.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's a very unexpected print. I don't know if you can see that. The gray with the red flowers.
Ooh,
Isn't that
that's
pretty?
nice.
A lot of times you don't see a dark gray with a red that looks really cool. But don't ask me. Oh, yeah, I do know what I might do with this, maybe. Kind of, sort of, probably not, though. Yeah. It's fun. It's great fabric. So there's a lot you could do with it.
Oh, they knotted it.
Oh, sorry.
Shoot.
Peter was going to try to undo it so he could show you some more, but he can't. But there's greens and reds and charcoal, white. There's some teal and golds. All different kinds of fun
Greens.
stuff.
Here's the golds. Yeah, I really like the golds too. They're fun.
Okay, well, hold on just a
So as
moment.
you looked at it, you really didn't see a lot of just completely Christmas.
And everything looks different too. Like,
Set
you know,
up that
that's
show
what I like
we had
about
the
these is
big
because
sand
sometimes
beach.
what really grinds my
pattern.
gears is they just take the same print,
And she wants to
recolor
make
it.
Yeah.
from before
But this has such a diverse range
I
of
guess
the
I can
blues
go.
and teals, like you say, and the lights
I'll
and the
have to look
grays.
for
I
it.
mean, really good
Yeah.
options.
She wants to make sure we have it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is the last one of these out there
Yep.
on the floor. This is one fat quarter bundle.
So call Deborah, and she'll get that taken
Deborah
care
is
of for you.
standing by.
She is, and so is Virginia to take your calls. You want to talk garden, didn't you?
Oh yeah, how's your garden?
It's coming to its end.
Is it?
Yeah, the cucumbers I think have just totally decided they're done. But I did make refrigerator pickles. How were the pickles, Lisa?
I don't have yet.
She hasn't eaten them yet, but they are
You had 'em made that fast?
amazing. Yes.
How long does it take to pickle them?
All you do is you slice up your cucumbers really thin, slice up your onion really thin. You have your pickling brine.
Just put them in order and then
Put it in there, let them cool, put them in the refrigerator, and within 24 hours you can eat them. They are so good. My husband and I were fighting
When
over
you
the
say
onions.
let it cool, what do you mean?
If you put them right in your refrigerator, it's going to lower the temperature, or no, raise the temperature in your refrigerator, and your food could tend to go bad. So you let them sit on the counter until they've cooled down.
Are these something that you cooked in the brine? I've never made them before.
I don't cook the cucumbers, but yes, I brought the brine to a boil.
Uh-huh.
And then you pour the brine over the cucumbers and the pickles in the jars, and you put the lids
And
on.
you make cucumber tea.
No, I made pickles. But they are so good. And the thing that I thought about when I was doing these, I used a sweet onion, but when we went to the Setchlers outlet store up in Angola, I had bought a jar of pickled onions, and it was a sweet pickled onion.
Pickle onion.
Oh,
Pickle onion relish.
Put those on a hamburger, a sandwich. I thought, I could just buy a bunch of sweet onions and do the exact same thing.
Yes, and don't forget your little bell peppers or your
Yep.
little sweet peppers.
Yep, I could put those in there too.
You could sneak a jalapeno in there.
I could do that. I've got some more green peppers to slice up and put in the freezer. We're seeing a lot of red in the garden, so that means I have to pick tomatoes again and call my helper to come help me make salsa again. My granddaughter, Charlotte, came over last Saturday and we made pickles and salsa. And I trusted her with a knife, so that was a good thing. She didn't cut herself. She had all 10 fingers when she went home.
Well, that's good. All 10.
Yeah.
I
So-
like slicing the Roma tomatoes and putting them on my pizza.
Oh, yeah.
I love doing that.
Or even on a salad like they do at Olive Garden.
I might even dry some this year. Like one year,
Really?
one year I took the Roma, sliced them, put them on a, you know what you put cookies on to cool? What's that thing called?
Oh, the cooling rack.
Cooling rack. Yeah, you put your tomatoes on a cooling rack, and then put underneath it, put your baking sheet, and then you put that out in the sun, and the warmth from the
Ooh.
cookie sheet helps evaporate the liquid from the tomatoes, and I mean you get the best dried tomatoes, and they are so rich and so yummy in flavor.
Yeah, I saw some Romas that were pretty red. So,
I'm going to do the Romas again. That was Sandy that I got that recommendation from last year. She said her Romas did really well, and I was like, well, I'm going to do Romas. And I like them because they're
They're
determinate. Yes, they're a determinate plant. So the plant gets as big as it's going to get. That's done, and then the fruit come, and then they're done, and then it's nice. You don't have to see the plant go out of control. It just keeps growing and growing and growing all over the place.
I have some of those.
I have some of those too.
Or those weeds.
No, those are
Oh.
those are unwieldy tomato plants that are taking over the whole world.
I had some a couple years ago that were taller than me, and they produced a lot of fruit. So, I mean, this year the garden didn't produce a ton of stuff. I mean, I did lose some because I was waiting on more to make a good batch.
Uh-huh.
Need to not do that. But yeah, it was good. Already thinking about and planning next year's garden, what I'm gonna do, what I'm not gonna do.
I think the best thing I did this year with the harvesting my tomatoes, as soon as they started to change color, I picked them and brought them
Yes.
inside. I got vastly superior results because I didn't have all the issues with blemishing that I normally
Right.
get with tomatoes and the skins getting spots or them turning bad because I waited too long.
Yeah.
And it gives me more time to use them too
Oh,
because
yeah,
they don't
yeah.
turn as quick. I mean, they still turn a beautiful
Yeah.
red, and I actually like the texture too is better when you just let them
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right
I
through
did
the
that with the
windowsill.
few this time, and I think I've already eaten. Yeah, they didn't make it in the salsa.
I have a windowsill full of tomatoes. I haven't done the salsa. The only thing I'm missing is the cilantro.
Well, you know, they sell that, or you could grow it.
Yeah.
It's crazy if you grow it.
You got to get it in early though.
It goes crazy.
Because it bolts.
Yes, it does. But
It's
it goes
beautiful. You know what I like about
crazy.
cilantro?
It smells so good.
Is you get the coriander in the fall, the seeds.
Oh, yeah,
That was beautiful
Yeah.
seed, and they smell so good too.
yeah. Guess what I did last night?
What?
I'll bet you've never done this.
What?
We had a bald-faced wasp nest in one of our trees. It showed up overnight.
Now, what do you mean by bald faced? Why does the wasp have a bald face?
I guess because he doesn't have any fur stuff on it. And it's also called a white-faced one.
So
but-
how did you know this? Did you have to get out your little insect book?
Well, let me tell you.
Okay.
Overnight, this thing showed up literally.
Uh-huh.
And it was probably about that big. And it was pretty high up in the tree. My neighbor is the one who saw it because it was hanging over in his
I'd have
driveway.
been like, Julie.
But we talked about it and we decided, well, if they're not going to bother us, we're just going to leave it until it goes dormant and then we'll take care of it. Well, the neighbor told me that, well, this was after something happened, but he was out washing the windows on his car one day and they started swarming the window cleaner. He said it had a pleasant smell to it, not a real sweet smell, but they were swarming it.
Huh.
And I'm like, oh yeah, that's not good. That was kind of the thing that we were watching, is that if they started to be aggressive, then we were going to have to do something. So yesterday, he came over and knocked on my door. And I mean, I saw something laying in his driveway when I came in, but I didn't think anything of it. But he said that the Terminex people were across the street, and he has Terminex come in and spray their yard in the house. So he talked to her, the gal, about it, and she said, oh, we got to take care of that. It's part of your service, so it wasn't going to charge us anything, which I thought was great. Thank you, Terminex. But she sprayed it down, and then she tried to knock it down.
Uh-huh.
She couldn't get it knocked down. I mean, it broke, and it fell. Part of it did, but there was still a huge part of it up in the tree. So when I got home from work, my neighbor came over and told me, you know, what he had done. And I said, hey, you know, that's fine, especially if they were starting to be aggressive. We don't want that. So I was out there looking at it, and I said, well, what are all those little white things? Because they create like a honeycomb inside.
Uh-huh.
That's what it looks like.
Uh-huh.
But in each of those little holes is an egg or a larva.
Larva.
So the part that had fallen had one of the little larvae that had fallen out. And I said, yeah, all those little white things, those are future wasps. I said, we need to burn this. So when my husband came home, we got the big extended pole lopper out. And I don't know why he had me get on the ladder closest to the thing and pull the cord. Maybe it's because he was a chicken. I don't know.
You're the guinea pig.
I guess so. I guess I'm the risk taker. So we cut the branch and got the rest of it down, and then my neighbor took it and burned it. And his wife is standing out there, and she's going, well, it's burning really good. And I said, yeah, especially when those little larvae start popping and sizzling. I said, I'm sure that that's a delicacy in some country. She said,
I'm
well,
surprised.
not here.
I'm surprised you didn't put it in your granola.
Ew. They were gross. But
Yeah, that's gross.
they're all taken care of. They're gone. We don't
Do you
have
know
to
why
worry
they
about
nested
them.
in that tree?
No.
Because it was overlooking your tomato garden.
No,
They
it
were-
was in the front yard.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
I was going to say, they were taking
No.
care of all your hornworms.
Nope. I have not, knock on wood, I have not had one hornworm on my tomatoes. Ever. So I'm very happy about that.
Well, you will now.
I know. That's why I knocked on wood. But that was my excitement for last night.
That's
a
a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
I mean, could you imagine the potential danger in dealing
yeah.
with that situation?
There would have been as many as...
I've never been swarmed by a wasp's nest, but I can only imagine. It would be awful.
Yeah. Well, we saw quite a few of them coming and going. But if all of those had hatched, there probably would have been 300 to 400 of them. So,
Thousands.
could be. But it was pretty, yeah.
Could you imagine doing cross stitch in the evening and all of a sudden
No, but
they're like
one
coming
year...
for you?
One year, I happened to look out my window. It was the living room at that point, and there were all kinds of those yellow jackets
Oh.
in the window, in between
Oh.
the screen and the window.
Oh.
And I'm like, where did those come from? I still haven't figured out where they came
Huh.
from, but we got new windows, so they can't get in now. So I want to show you what I'm working on. It's not a lot because life is happening like crazy, but it is. You can show. This is the Primrose Cottage Snowman 2024. And get my hoop marks out of it. This is how much I have done. I have a few snowflakes done. And I worked a lot of this on a lot of this at World Cross Stitch Day. So I'm kind of excited. It's a fun stitch.
You got a lot done.
Yeah, the snowflakes they're a pain because they're here, they're there, and I'm having to count over 2 and to remember to count over 2. So I may do a few of the snowflakes and then give up and work on the snowman.
That's what I do.
Because then he would give me a point of reference to count from.
I do a snowflake and then I'm over it, and then I do all the rest of the snowflakes
Yeah.
last.
Well, if I do some now, then I won't
Have a
be
bunch.
dreading
Yeah, you
all
won't-
that.
You won't have a
At the
bunch
end.
at the end. I agree.
Yeah.
That's
So-
a nice little stitch.
Yeah. And I think I showed you guys some yarn that I was going to be crocheting something with. Well, I had to rip it out. My gauge was wrong. So I haven't restarted that, so I don't have anything to show you on that one. But that, and I was working on a quilt shop sample last night. Got the top done. It's so cute. So let's see what's new, Peter. They're done. They're done
Okay.
with us yammering about.
Well, here's the
Oh,
finish.
you've got to finish.
I found the finish. I found this in Lene's office.
Wait, so whose finish is it? Yours or hers?
Hers?
Oh, gee.
Isn't it cute?
Lenine did it.
It's a little stocking.
Is this your colors, Virginia? It's Christmas.
It's out of the Ho Ho No book.
That's a cute book. It's got a lot of fun
Yes.
stuff.
I love me some Nancy Halverson. She is awesome.
Yeah, do
All
we-
of her stuff is awesome.
Do we have any of her stuff in the clearance department?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't know. It's just the designs, the styles. I mean, look at
It's
this quilt.
happy stuff.
Look at that quilt, you guys.
It's happy. Look at the
Love
one on the back with the
that.
peppermints on it.
Yeah, you like the peppermints. I like
I
peppermints
do.
in my coffee. Oh, I need to get a bunch of these this year for Christmas because these are better than candy canes in your coffee.
Get the bobs, the
Uh-huh.
soft ones.
Uh-huh.
I mean, they're not soft,
haven't had
but they're
them.
not. Oh,
I haven't had them.
they melt in your mouth, but those would just melt in your coffee.
Yes, that's what I need.
And then you need to get the peppermint mocha creamer.
Oh, yeah.
If you didn't know, I saw all the
Yes.
holiday creamers out at Meijer the other day, so I'm ready to go with that. what you got?
Okay. I don't know what these are.
Those are floss flowers. You put your floss on them. They're
Okay.
from Primrose Cottage, and they're fun colors.
You wrap your floss around them, and then you have these
Yeah.
adorable flowers, and they got a punch out for to put on your
Yeah.
ring. Okay, I like them because they're from Primrose Cottage.
Yeah. Those are fun.
Okay, do you know what a mother is?
Uh-huh.
What?
A
What's
very
mother?
tired person.
Stitch that in your sampler.
Kidding. That's one of those snarky samplers.
Yeah.
Oh my.
A mother is. This is by Primrose Cottage. It says a mother is your first friend, your best friend, and your forever friend.
Aw.
Isn't that sweet?
Which one of my girls will stitch that for me?
I'll ask Julie.
Maybe
Julie-
Nathan.
Julie needs to stitch something for you. Okay,
I like this one.
this one's called Beautiful Things, and this is by Primrose Cottage, designed by Lindsay.
And it says, beautiful things come together one stitch at a time. We have got that saying in stickers from them. And also in their Etsy shop, I saw that they have their hooded sweatshirts with that saying on it for sale.
Oh,
So,
I like
They
that.
got
I got
lots
to,
of fun
I got
stuff.
to wear my green one.
did you?
Yeah, my fall sweater.
Oh, good.
Ooh, this is a nice magazine.
Oh, it is. It's got some good projects in it.
Just Cross Stitch is here.
Autumn edition.
Autumn. That's when everybody who... Well, I don't know if anybody's slowed down in stitching.
Yeah, I like this. They've got
Oh,
a
look at
pattern in
that.
here
They
for
made a
the
pattern.
project bags.
Pattern for the project bag.
And it's not your typical
Love that.
one from Shepherd's Bush.
No.
Not that there's anything wrong with Shepherd's Bush, but when you can come up with something else to put on it, that's fun because
Well, you-
it's showing your personality coming out in your project.
And you know it's a really good thing when other designers start designing stuff around
Oh, yeah.
what you designed. Oh, how cute
Yeah.
is that little pumpkin thing?
Yeah, keep going. One more page.
One more page.
There he is. That one?
Well, this one and that one.
Oh.
Those two.
This is
Oh,
done on
oh.
plastic canvas.
I'd want to do that on those new little mini bags that we got.
There you go.
Will it fit?
Yeah, you can take any pattern that is small enough and put it on those bags. That would be cute on there.
That's fun. And then this other fall one's fun too.
Go this way.
This one.
That one.
Yeah. That would look good on that little mini bag.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll fit.
Peter's confident, so if you do it and it doesn't fit, tell Peter.
Well, I don't know how confident I am. Let me look and see what the design size is. It's 4 5/8 by 4 5/8.
Oh yeah, it should.
Ooh, I don't know.
On the bigger one, maybe not the small one. No, but my rule on magazines and books is there has to be
Here's
4
the-
projects.
Here's the pumpkin eater.
No, she's the princess.
Well, why is she gonna eat that pumpkin?
She's the pumpkin princess, so she always has all the pumpkins. She's not gonna eat it.
Oh.
Not
Okay,
unless
well.
you put it in a pie.
Okay, well here's some robots.
I thought those were fun.
This is a great way to get kids into doing cross
Yeah.
stitch.
Especially boys.
Yeah. That's a good pattern. Put that on a plastic canvas or
Yeah.
on a 10 count.
Mm-hmm.
Love
Or 12.
that.
They could do 12.
12 count.
Yeah. Yeah. So lots. The good thing about just cross stitches in the back, they give you cross stitch basics, and then they give you different tips on your stitches and how to do them. So it's not just a project magazine. It can teach you just a little bit too.
Okay, so who did 36? Because that looks like somebody we know.
If I remember right, it's page 36.
Is it really page 36?
Yeah.
Is that why it says 36?
Uh-huh.
Not
So you
like
could find it.
Projects 36. Who done it? Who done it?
Lucy Beam. It is.
Oh, Lucy Beam, and she's
Yeah.
of. It doesn't say her thing that she's from.
Well, Becky Nolan is from Lucy Beam.
Got it.
So Lucy Beam, I believe, is her grandmother.
Is that the one that shows the picture Lucy Beam, and we're all like, "Who is
Yes.
Lucy Beam?"
Yes. Okay, hold that still because Becky started teaching or started stitching in her childhood because her grandmother, Lucy Beam, was a stitcher. And let's see, I'm reading this little blurb. So, yeah, Lucy
Now
Beam
we
is the
know.
grandmother. Now you know.
Now we know. I
Yeah.
think that's what you said originally when I asked that question.
Probably.
Okay.
Did
and
you
then-
believe me or not?
I think I did.
Maybe.
With like 5% uncertainty.
Oh. Should have gone with the whole 100% certainty. What else are you looking for?
Number 5. Oh, this is cool.
Oh, it was cute. Isn't that cute?
Yes. Who did this?
Turn your page. Artmishka Cross Stitch, Anna Gutova. She's
Anna
not from around
Gutova.
here.
Hi, Anna. I love your work. I love your
Isn't that
pumpkin.
cute?
Love that.
Well-
That's just so fun. It's unexpected. It's different. It's refreshing, you know?
Yeah.
Just then, 2 people walked up the stairs.
It's not the usual.
No idea.
We like
Okay. So Robin Pickins has been busy.
Yes, she has.
She's been up to her usual designer shenanigans. And I have a whole spread of her new offerings.
Yes, and I want to talk about her finishing on these.
Okay, which one do you want me to show first?
Let's show one of the small ones. Show Beach House.
Okay, this is Beach House.
Show the front. These are all beach themed,
What's up, Beach?
which are fun. But when you turn the pattern around, show them this one close up. How she finished it, she took a frame and then, like I did on my tray, on the background she put fabric that would coordinate with her piece. And then she flat finished her cross stitch piece and floated it on the fabric. This is something you would not have to pay Hobby Lobby to do. You can do this at home. And they used a bigger frame to feature more of the fabric, but it doesn't take away from the piece itself. It complements it.
Yeah, it really does.
And I think she did that on all of her framed pieces for this series.
She did.
Yep.
Because on the back it shows them.
Yeah, so I thought that was really fun. It's just another way to finish your cross stitch. And that's kind of, it's framed, but it's also flat finished. Which if you're a beach person, if you have a beach house or a lake house, these would be very complimentary. I'm sure Lenine will do some of these to take to Florida.
These would look great in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Look, it's a compass.
And this one she finished as a pillow and then also finished a hoop. Finished it in a hoop.
Hoop, there it is.
There it is. So 2 different ways, and it's the same pattern because I thought, oh, well, there's a smaller pattern for the hoop. And I went, nope, they're the same.
Email her and ask her where she got that rope.
What rope? I'll do that. Beach Day with Emerson. Now, why do you think they would call this Beach Day with Emerson?
Emerson. Probably some grandchild.
Yeah, I thought it was all about my grandson, but it's not. The quote on there is from Ralph Waldo Emerson.
Oh, how fun is
So,
that?
Yeah,
You know some things.
I do. 1 or 2. Don't tell anybody, then I'm responsible. And she finished that in a frame also with the fabric and floated her work. It says, live in the sunshine, swim in the sea, drink the wild air. Ralph Waldo Emerson said that.
But don't drink the seawater.
No, that's yucky. Ugh. And this is, I think Lenine,
Oh, I like the little The little
One
guys.
of these two, Lenine said she would do.
I love the little guys.
Yeah. Now, that's the beauty of this. Yes, it's a sampler, but she pulled out just individual squares and made little pillows. And she did 2 different pillows. There's the one on the front, and then there's some different finished ones on the back. So if you're at the beach house or the lake house and you have a bowl, you could fill it with those little finishes. Thanks, Robin. You did a good job.
All night hopping, all night robbing. I'd paste one of these on a jar and fill it with seashells.
That'd be fun.
I don't know which one though. I don't know. So many options.
Do them all.
Country Cottage Needleworks. Frosty Christmas. It's Frosty
This is another
Christmas.
one in the series.
Which one of you guys are stitching this?
This is the pastel ornament series.
Who's doing these?
Does that got a tree
to
on it?
know. It does have
Yeah.
a tree.
We sell them, so somebody's doing them. Or,
That's sweet for somebody getting married in December with a little.
yeah, they have them in their
Or a
stash.
baby in December
Yep.
with the little birdies. And you can write their name on the bottom.
Oh, good way of thinking out of the box, Peter.
I love that. This is a baby cross stitch. This is for that December baby. Right there. Put the
And it's
name
a-
on the bottom.
a quick
It's got the little
stitch.
birds
And presents.
and presents underneath
Yep.
the tree for the shower.
There you go.
Oh, look at this. Little
So how
House
many have you got done?
Needleworks. 2. I got 2 done.
All right.
In the Woods Deer. Man, those trees are awesome. She's doing a good job mixing it up with these trees. And the deer has a bow tie on with sleigh bells. It's the sleigh
That's
bell bow
fun.
tie deer.
That's so the hunters don't get him. Oh no, wait a minute. That would draw the hunters to where he's at. Take off the necktie.
Take off the bells. Take them bells off your neck,
That's
son.
right.
What is this? Is
This
this
is
using that limited
fun.
edition floss?
I'm
no?
not sure. They're just doing this monochromatically. And for each season, they've chosen one color.
Oh, yeah.
No, those aren't new colors.
No, those are ones that they just chose.
Yeah.
That reminded me of that freebie that they did when,
Yep.
during Nashville Needleworks when they had that free pattern to go with
with
the
the new-
exclusive floss.
Yeah.
I like that block work. Like, I love the solid colors. I love that blue.
You don't have to worry about changing colors so much.
Is that a pair of trousers hanging up? Oh no, that's a house. I thought it was a pair of coveralls hanging on the clothesline.
Well, you could stitch some in there in the summer one.
Oh, we have to talk about this.
We did?
This, yes. I absolutely, there's a couple in here that I absolutely love.
Are you going to do them?
Man, there's not enough time in the day, y'all. Okay,
Oh,
okay,
true.
okay. There's 3 of them here, and one of them... Man, I like all 3 of these.
You just
Shoot.
got yourself in trouble,
Okay,
didn't you?
Here's Hands On Designs Autumn Folk. I love the blue in this.
I think this is their 3rd one.
Yeah, this is a nice one. If you haven't done one, this is the one you want to start with right here. This one right here. Look at that. Okay. Okay, next we have Hands-On Design Gather Together. Okay, you know how much I love doing the small things? This is my favorite right now.
This is a sample I gave Donna to do.
Did you?
And she had just the white to do.
Uh-huh.
And I think she only had it for a couple days.
Wow.
It's a fast stitch.
Yeah, this is right up my alley.
Yep.
This is my speed all day, every day.
What count do they do it on?
Oh, I love that. They do it on 32 count. I would do it on 28, just to make my life
Yeah.
easy. And of course, you know what would look cute? There's a bunch of you guys who love the 40 count linen and do that really small stuff. I can see somebody, I know who you are, you know I'm talking about you. You could do this over 1 on 40 count. There's a person who is in the cross stitch group that does over 1 on 40, and she does like these little, and they turn out so
Yep.
small because it's over 1, and it looks like it's postage stamp size. That'd be cool.
Wow.
Okay, what
I
else we
like
got?
these.
What else we got? What do we got? What do we got? Gather pumpkins. Okay.
This is another one in the Gather Round series.
It must be fall or something because
It's coming.
Everything we've shown had a pumpkin somewhere.
Well, yeah. Tis the season.
Well, the pumpkin princess will be proud.
Yes, she will be.
So this, I like this too. Oh, you know those little Lodge cast iron frying
Yeah.
pans, those little mini ones?
Yep.
How cool would that look in one of those? Hanging
That
up?
would look really, it'd be very heavy, but it would be cool.
No, the little baby ones, like the cookie size, the ones that you like cook a
Yeah.
brownie in or a cookie.
Yeah. Well, they'd still be heavy. They're cast iron.
Well,
Because you'd have 3 of them.
well.
Well,
But that would look nice hanging up somewhere in the kitchen.
yes, it would.
Jingle bell. All right,
Says
here's
a block party. Not heard from Kathy out of Hands On Design with a new block party, but here you go.
here's a jingle bell.
And I like the fact that if you don't want to put it in a block, you can stitch it long, like it showed here.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah,
Let me show
and
that
you
again.
could just frame it like that, or finish it that way and not put it into a block.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like that. And then you even get a nice piece of wool in the back. Look at that
Yep.
piece of wool. Don't ever say that she didn't give you anything, you
Yeah.
guys.
And the pins, I'm sure those are just another Button Company pins.
Just another button company. JP225. Order now.
There you go.
And then we're back to Robin Pickins again. This is a fall deal. It's called Sweater Weather Fall Acorn.
Now they did have a sweater weather, that's hard to say really fast, sweater weather.
Fall Acorn.
No, it was a pine cone. And it was really pretty. So here's her acorn. I wonder what she'll do for spring and summer.
Don't know. We'll have to stay
Oh,
tuned to
that's right.
the Robin Pickins saga. Man, how does this girl get all this stuff done? I mean, she
And design fabric and design patterns.
and hook up free layout designs for the Moda Blockheads in the Blockhead Facebook group.
She has more time than we do. However, I think we all get 24 hours a day. Maybe. Maybe she
Hey.
doesn't sleep.
Hey, you know what's neat about this?
What's up?
It's on 14 count. Did you see that? Look, look, look,
Oh,
look.
yeah. Yep.
It's on 14 count.
Yep.
14 count Ada girl, you'd be proud. Look at that. Feast your eyes.
Yeah, she loaded up when she was here on Friday. So,
Did I run out of stuff?
you are out of stuff.
I ain't got
Lenine
no-
behaved herself this week.
I don't have any more stuff.
Well, then you know what? That means the
guess we-
video's over.
I guess we've come to the end of the road, folks.
We have. So, even though the gardens are coming in and you guys are, I have apples too.
Ah, I'm so
I've got
jealous.
Apples. Got apples to
Are
do.
they any good?
Oh, they're always good.
No, are your apples any good?
Yeah.
Have you had one?
No.
Then how do you know if they're any
They've
good?
been good every year, but
Do you bake them? Are they fresh for eating? What's the deal?
I make applesauce and a freezer apple pie filling.
Oh my gosh.
It's great to just go in the freezer, grab a couple bags, dump
Apple
it in
crisp?
there. Oh,
Do you make apple
oh
crisp?
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I'm
Yum,
so
yum, yum.
jealous. I
So
wasn't jealous of you before because your tomatoes turned right before mine. I am definitely jealous now because you have an apple tree and I don't.
hey, there's a thing called an apple orchard, and you can go and buy apples.
Yeah, it's not.
It's
the
not as
same.
fun because
I
our
would
tree
love to
is
watch apples grow.
is really tall,
Uh huh.
and it's funny because the really good ones are up at the very top.
Uh-huh.
So my husband's out there shaking the tree. He's got a bucket on his head shaking the tree.
Can you get a video of that on your cell phone?
I will. I will.
We
Just
need
to
that
get all these
for
apples.
we need that for Flosstube for our intro.
So yeah, so we did notice some dead branches on it that we're gonna have to trim it up when we get done. So hopefully this isn't its last hurrah.
No, it can't be.
I know, we'll have to replace it if so. Maybe we'll do something different. I don't know. We've done peach trees, we've done apple trees,
Cherry trees,
and a cherry tree. We did
blueberry
that.
bush.
I can't get those to grow.
I can't either. It makes me sad.
If I moved to Michigan, I could make them grow. They grow
Aw.
great blueberries.
Cranberries?
I don't have a bog.
Rice patty.
I don't have rice patty either. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, well, that's all we got for today.
We've run out of content for this episode.
Yeah, but I'm sure we'll be working on more for the next one. You'll see Lenine next time.
Lenine.
I think finish more than I've been doing. Okay, so that you can show him more. I think that's on the 19th, maybe?
Let me look at my watch.
What's today? Oh, no, it can't be the 19th.
I don't know.
Today's the
My date's not right on my watch.
14th, I think. So, I don't know. In 2 weeks, you'll see Lenine and Peter. And I'll be out somewhere doing something. Probably wrong, but I'll be doing it.
Nancy will be doing inventory stuff.
Yeah. So, let us see what you're stitching. Post in the comments. Peter wanted to know who was working on the pastel ornament collections. So,
Yes. Who's
all
doing
of you
those?
out there, let him see. We've not seen anybody with these in the shop.
I don't
Bring
think
your
so.
pieces in that you have finished. Even if you haven't fully finished them, if you finish the stitching, bring them in. Let us see them. We want to see what you guys are doing.
Yeah.
That
And if you want to
inspires
be and you
us.
want to be filmed, I can film it too
He
and put it
could.
on the gram.
That's right. But if they don't want to, they don't have to, do they?
No.
Because there are some camera shy people.
Yeah. Virginia, when you get that quilt done, I'm going to film it and put it on the gram.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Virginia's working on a gorgeous
almost
apron
finished.
quilt.
I think she's finished. Isn't
I've
she?
been pushing her.
Yeah.
So,
Gotta get on the ball.
do you have it sashed yet?
Do you have it sashed?
Oh, she's just got the sashing to do, and then the quilting. I'm gonna have to be getting on her again.
Yep. Get on her.
Okay,
I might
I'll
have
do
to have
that.
help.
Follow her. Follow her home and
I know where she lives.
show up and say, "How's your quilting?"
Hey, get her out of her chair, up into her sewing room.
That's hard.
So, if you call in the shop, ask Virginia how her apron quilt's going.
Yes. Yes. What's our phone number?
Area code 317-776-4227.
Ask for Virginia.
That's right. She's
How's
here
the apron
Tuesdays
quilt
and
going?
Thursdays.
Tuesdays and Thursdays. Did I tell you? So Grandma Ginger answers the phone on Saturdays, and there was a couple that drove here from really far away, and they're like, Bloomington. That's where they're from. Y'all are from Bloomington, and I met you. And they're like, well, we want to. Who's Grandma Ginger? And I'm
Oh,
like,
they wanted to meet her.
They wanted to meet Grandma Ginger because they loved the way she sounded on the phone. We're like, we want to meet this Grandma Ginger. And so I brought them to the back and I go, Grandma Ginger, you got some visitors.
Was she behaving that day?
Yes.
good.
She was very well behaved.
Good.
Yeah.
Sometimes she's not, but we have to reel her in. But
Yeah.
that's okay.
That was fun. That made my day
Yeah.
though that they came all the way from Bloomington.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To buy yarn.
Awesome. Okay. You got anything else?
Uh-uh.
I don't either. So I guess we'll have to say goodbye.
Bye.